Okay, so the first question is from AK Bari. I think that's how you say it. AK Bari asked, should I take time with my friends or just cut them off and grind? I low key feel like just grinding, but I don't know. Okay, so that is a question that resonates within me quite a bit. Doing YouTube, I had to make a lot of sacrifices in terms of, my social life, going out to places, and it's not like me and my friends really do that much anyways. Like, we really just play basketball and go to the mall, and that's about it. But, overall, I had to spend a lot more time by myself doing what I'm doing in order to level up, in order to elevate. Now, I think in your situation, it depends on a few different things. First of all, how old are you? If you're a teenager, if you're still in high school, don't worry about grinding. Just enjoy your time with your friends, because I'm going to tell you guys something right now that I was told when I was young, but I didn't really listen. I was told that I should enjoy my time with my friends because once I got out of high school, it would be very difficult to hang out with all of my friends at the same time. And of course, when you're young, you don't really want to hear that. You're like, whatever, this is just some old person telling me that. I don't really care what they have to say. But once I got out of high school, I realized how true that is. I graduated high school in early 2018, and since then, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times that me and all of my friends got together. Now, don't get me wrong, I still see my friends, but, in order for us to all get in a group together, that's very difficult. Some of us haven't seen each other in years. It's like that. Once you get out of high school, you're gonna kind of miss those times when you were able to just call everybody up and go hang out on any given day. Once people start working, once people start, going to college and all of that stuff, it's gonna be very hard to create more of those memories. So I would say if you're young, enjoy that time. Don't worry about grinding. You still have a lot of time. I didn't start grinding on YouTube until I was 19. And I'm 20 and I'm already starting to see some traction. And I definitely don't regret not starting earlier. Now, like I said, it depends on your situation. If you're trying to start a business, you are going to have to make those sacrifices. You can't really have the same social life as everyone else and expect to go somewhere else that they're not going in life. You have to do stuff that other people won't do so that you can do stuff that other people can't do somewhere down the line. But at the same time, you need to find that balance. I think that life is too short to dedicate every waking hour to the grind. The grind is good. It should be the central focus of your life if you're trying to start your own business or do anything ambitious. Like if you're trying to start your own business up, then, you definitely want to start laying that groundwork regardless of how old you are. But like I said, balance. There's no use in having all of this money and success if you don't have any life experiences. You don't have any happy memories. There are a lot of rich, depressed people out there. Another thing that you should take into account is what your friends are like. If your friends are motivating, if they encourage you to become better and chase your dreams, then you should definitely spend time with them because you'll find motivation just from talking to them. For me, I can go and hang out with my friends and they motivate me. They motivate me to continue chasing my dreams. They're always there to encourage me and tell me, I'm doing a great job. And, they probably don't even realize, but if it wasn't for them, I would not be where I am right now. You need that support system, no matter how mentally strong you are. Having that support system will help you a lot in the long run. But if your friends are not like that, if they're not very supportive and they tear you down and hold you back with their bad habits, then yeah, you probably should cut them off, not even just to get on your grind, but for your own state of being, just so that you can elevate in life in general. Not even in terms of money or, your grind, but in terms of working on yourself and becoming happier. You'll find that your quality of life will improve once you start to cut those people out. The next dilemma is from Nathan Y. He said, so I'm pretty sure this girl likes me. She's been flirting with me and always texting first and wants to hang out. The problem is, I don't know if I like her or not. I feel like I want to get to know her more. How do I address this to her? If I were you, I would just be as upfront and honest with her as possible. Don't lead her on. Don't beat around the bush. Don't sell her this dream that may not be there. If you don't like her, then don't make her think that you like her, because now she's wasting her time on you when she could be pursuing somebody that actually does like her. Now, I'm not saying that you should just cut her off completely. I think that you should tell her that you want to get to know her a little more and you want to take things slow with her and, make your intentions known from the beginning. I think that's very important, especially the older you get, because the older you get, the less free time you have. So if it were me personally, I would say something along the lines of, hey, I like your vibe and I want to get to know you more before we take things any further. And I just want to be straightforward with you so that you don't think that I'm just playing games with you. Something like that. Make it known that you have good intentions for yourself and for her. And you just want to take things slow. And if she can't respect that, then cut her off. But if she really does like you, then I'm sure she will respect that. And even if you find out that you really don't like her, you can just continue being friends with her. The next dilemma is from Maverick. He said, I'm 16 years old and I've seen many boys my age becoming F-boys and using girls for pleasure without even a little concern over the girl who actually loved him. I wanted to ask why in this age people change like this and are so into just looking cool like this. I'm a person who actually looks forward to a successful relationship with a girl I will deeply love for, but I have seen that even girls, most girls, want to hook up or even have fun with F-boys. There are no actual feelings involved, and I don't understand how they don't realize what they're doing is worthless. Okay, Maverick, that resonates within me quite a bit. At 16, my mind was not on or anything like that. I was definitely in that same spot where I wanted something deeper than that. I never really was into shallow surface level relationships, whether it was with friendships or, dating or anything else. I feel like if there's no depth to a situation, then you're wasting your time at that point. And like I said, the older you get, the less time you have to waste. I think a big part of the reason why I had this mindset is because of my friends. I think all of us kind of had this mindset, or maybe we didn't, I don't know. But when we graduated high school, most of us were still virgins. So I think, we didn't really talk about having sex and about hooking up with all of these different girls because we weren't really interested in that and we weren't getting played like that, even if we wanted to. I agree with you also that, these people, they think that what they're doing is cool, but, for me, I always thought that was lame. Personally, if that's what you do, then power to you, keep doing you. But I always found that to be lame. I never thought it was cool to have hoes or just to have 10 girls on standby. I always thought that was lame. I'd rather have one quality girl in my life that motivates me to be better and pushes me on my purpose, as opposed to 10 girls that are holding me back from doing what I'm trying to do in life. And this is something that a lot of people don't really understand, especially at a young age. Their hormones are just taking over and they don't really have those goals set for themselves yet. Some people will grow out of that phase and start to seek meaningful relationships kind of like you. Some people will not grow out of that phase and will end up becoming teenage parents. I've seen it happen before. And you have to make sure that you stay pure. Don't succumb to the temptations that you see around you. Focus on yourself and understand that there is a girl out there that does want a relationship. And you have to be patient because she's going to enter your life when the time is right. But also, one other thing I want to add, I think that a big part of the reason why hookup culture is so much more prevalent today, and not even just with the younger demographic, but with people my age, or even people older than me, mid to late 20s, is because of social media and dating apps. I think that those things have made it very easy to hook up. It's so easy. You just need some good pictures and you can get somebody by the end of the night. I think that because it's so easy, people have developed this abundance mentality where they just have options on standby all the time. And nobody wants to get played, so they feel like they have to play the game so that they don't get played. So, it's just kind of messed up. But like I said, there are people out there like me, like you, and like a lot of other people that I know that do seek that depth in a relationship. The next dilemma is from Liamo. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say your name, but you know who you are. He asked, how do I try and get a girl to like me or start conversations with them? Okay, so here's one thing that I kind of learned the hard way. You can't really make a girl like you. If a girl doesn't like you, move on from her. Because if she doesn't like you, even if you somehow make her like you, somewhere down the line she's going to get bored. You know, you're going to have to keep selling yourself for as long as you're together. And I personally feel like that's extremely shallow. Like I said, I don't like shallow surface level relationships. I don't like one-sided connections. You know, that's not even a true connection. That's an attachment. And that's how toxic relationships are formed. So you want to make sure that you're not building your relationship on a foundation of attachment by having those unreciprocated feelings. So, you know, just find a girl that does like you. Be yourself, become your best self, become confident in yourself, and find a girl that does like you for who you are. It only takes one. You only need to find one girl that actually likes you for who you are. And you're set. You're good. As far as starting conversations with girls, that's something that I'm not really the best at. But for me personally, I always try to find something that we have in common. So, you know, I never do cold approaches for this exact reason, is that I feel like when you're trying to build a conversation out of thin air, what ends up happening is the conversation has a lot less depth to it, and it's very shallow, and it's just small talk, and I hate small talk. That's why I never do cold approaches. But, you know, if you just want to learn how to converse with girls, I would recommend working a retail job. Or if you're not going to work a retail job, go to a retail store, and you'll find girls there. You're going to find girls at retail stores. Go to places like Forever 21, H&M, PacSun. You're going to see girls there. And, you know, just talk to them. A lot of girls that work retail are very social, so they're easy to talk to.